I'm a saver. I got one more thing here though, and then I'll turn your show back over to you. Because you mentioned Lawler. You know, he ran for mayor of Memphis a couple times, right? And didn't do bad the first time around.
Right.
Came in fairly highly. Do you know, and this I'm going to say, I got this from one of my friends down in Memphis, the girls that used to send me the newspaper ads, the clippings for the matches and everything. This has to be, I don't know what year the Memphis mayor's race was, but this is late 70s at some point. I got the flyer for when Prince Mongo ran for mayor of Memphis, Brian.
Who's Prince Mongo?
Prince Mongo was, as they used to say back when the world was a simpler time, Prince Mongo was a local character in Memphis. And he was from the planet Zambodia. And he, at various points, attracted attention for doing things. I think you could probably look him up. Prince Mongo from Memphis. But for 1 year, and I don't know who he had behind him, it says the treasurer of his campaign was named Spirit Vincent. But it was the Mongo for Mayor campaign from the planet Zambodia to Earth. Your vote will make your dream a reality, October 6th.
How did he do?
I don't think he won. And there's a picture of him on the front. He's probably in his 30s. He's got no shirt on, but he has a necklace with, I believe, a couple of bats dangling from some beads. He has a miniature skull on his thumb of his left hand, and he's wearing a skirt it's a black and white photo, either made from fur or feathers. And the brochure says, we're going to go Mongo for mayor, your Zambodian candidate. And it gives his, I think he had somebody help him with some of these, the platform. It's Prince Mongo Promises. But he was going to donate his salary to all the charities of Memphis. He was going to remove the city council, eliminate personal property taxes. You can bet on parimutuel betting on dog, horse racing, lottery, and bingo. He wants to build more for the senior citizens and increase the economic aid for the poor and the handicapped. No wonder he's from another planet. His ideas sound good. He said the only jokes are the ones you have elected to political office. So, one of these candidates comes along every so often, just doesn't get the publicity, and then a chance is lost. Look where Memphis could be today.
Yeah, it's a shame. They didn't give it a shot.
Well, anyway. Well, speaking of not what you expected, I have an update on something we were talking about earlier. Prince Mongo. I didn't realize Prince Mongo is still around, Brian. This was 50 years ago. I was hearing about Prince Mongo in Memphis. Apparently, not only is he still around, I've got an article online here from 2022 that not only is Prince Mongo still around, he has been on American Pickers. He's been one of the characters on American Pickers, apparently. And he is still, it says, and this is from 2022, he's been a fixture in many of the cities and Shelby County's mayoral campaigns for a good 4 decades. His real name is Robert Hodges, but as I mentioned earlier, he was local.
He does not look the way I expected.
Well, yeah, you've Googled him now. Yeah. He was a local character who claimed he was from the planet Zambodia, and he ran for mayor of Memphis in 1978. Apparently, at that election, he got 20,000 votes, a little under 10% of the entire haul, which may have turned the tide of the election in favor of the winner, Bill Morris. And in 1991, his candidacy may have helped Willie Harrington become the new mayor of Memphis in similar fashion. And Harrington is one of the ones that Lawler was running against in a different year, I believe. But let's see, just real quick. He once promised to give everyone an Uzi if he won the election. He's been known to call for things like public hangings.
Jesus.
He has been known to claim that he is a 333-year-old alien from the planet Zambodia, and has insisted on this in both political campaigns and hearings with the Memphis Alcohol Commission. He's been telling this story for quite a while. It can get elaborate. He says, I'm here on a mission to save Earthlings, and I will in due time, he said in 2000. The Earth is self-destructing. And when the time comes, I'll save a few people and take them with me. People don't realize how much I've already saved them from. I saved them from the earthquake, tornadoes, hurricanes. I've used my energies to divert those things. But apparently he used to run controversial nightclubs. In 1984, Prince Mongo's Planet attracted young revelers and constant complaints from nearby residents. Its lawsuit-riddled existence received a damning blow in 1992 when tragedy struck and two inebriated teens had a fatal motorcycle crash. After this and the ensuing multi-million-dollar lawsuit, the authorities paid close attention to the club, which folded in 1995, but he acquired a castle-like structure named Ashler Hall and turned it into a club known as the Castle. But he was in seriously hot water with the authorities and neighbors for underage drinking and various public disruptions, often of the nude variety. And his neighbors apparently are upset at him.
Of course.
Because he has signature debris in his front yard, including a bunch of clotheslines with a permanent underwear installation, and traffic cones.
Well, again, without knowing too much about him, he lived in a castle, because there's a picture here of his castle from Action 5 News, Prince Mongo's castle.
Yes.
Not his to give away.
Well, that was Ashler Hall. That's the nightclub, the second one that he closed down, but he had to turn it over to a businessman because it was in dire state and he didn't really own it. And but yeah, the neighbors also, he said he was not upset that the neighbors were disturbed. I don't care how they're disturbed. I'm disturbed that they've ganged up against me. The neighbors say they're afraid to come out of their homes.
I have depending on what you want, I have some audio potentially.
Well, because I've never heard him speak. So
I have two things here. One of them appears to be some kind of television special. The name of the video is A Visit with Prince Mongo. Mongo interviewed in the early 1980s. And then there's another one on Instagram here. I have it. That's a video. The Legend of Prince Mongo, Memphis's most mysterious icon. And it appears to be on some public access sketch comedy show where everyone's in an outfit, including him, but I'm guessing with him it's not like an outfit for the day, it's just his Mongo outfit. What do you want to hear?
Well, either one, because I'm just looking at another description from the Daily Memphian. This is from April this year. He's 78 years old now. He's sometimes been known to appear in court wearing green body paint, wearing goggles and a silver wig, sometimes with a bone or a rubber chicken around his neck.
Oh, they got to bring him in as the father of Mr. Iguana.
No one alive today has ever seen him wearing shoes. And so, yeah, that's what it says.
Out of nowhere. What the fuck?
Yes, no one alive today has ever seen him wearing shoes.
There isn't a man alive who has seen me.
Oh, and posters. The posters advertising his mayoral races have become collector's items in homes and pubs.
Oh, let's play some audio. This is the early 80s television thing. Let's see what this is.
Memphis. We weren't just told by him. When Prince Mongo announced Skylab was going to fall in the city, the police believed him and cordoned off some of the streets. When he ran for mayor, he came in fourth in a field of 6. Many of his fans and followers believe when he visits hospitals, he can heal the sick. Now, some people think Mongo is just a little bit spacey, and he agrees. He claims that he's from outer space, from a planet called Zambodia, which he still calls home.
When I just got back from the planet, I was gone for about 6 weeks.
We live next door to Prince Mongo and have for the last 3 months. Just always very nice.
He's always a gentleman to us. We'd like to use his pool, but we're afraid that something from outer space might get us if we go over.
Prince Mongo's earthly home is located in a really nice section of Memphis. While some of the neighbors have nice statues to help enhance their lawns and landscaping, the prince's front yard looks like a permanent garage sale. It is always piled up with a half a dozen or so old automobiles, one or two of which work.
Well, I think he's the biggest mess ever was.
But the mess I saw on the outside was nothing compared to some of what I was going to see on the inside. At the door, I was greeted by one of Prince Mongo's earthling followers, who ushered me in to meet the prince.
Prince Mongo?
Hi, Spirit. How are you?
My name's John Barber. Very pleased to meet you.
My pleasure, Spirit.
After greeting me, the prince introduced me to some of his Zambodian in-laws.
This is Monrovia, one of our hands.
He's pointing to literally like skeletons wearing wigs. These are his in-laws.
Ancestors from the planet. The piano is Princess Bianca. And over here is Genevia. She likes ducks. That's Spirit Nello.
Where's the rest of Nello?
Oh, well, that's the only thing. She wanted to be here right now. The rest of her is in another place.
She just wanted to come here as a head?
That's all.
Relatives were the only old...
All right, I want to hear more Mongo, so let me try this other thing real quick and see what this
Well, and I'm just getting an update on the castle. Apparently it was built in the 1800s as a legitimate, real
in Memphis?
mansion.
In Memphis, really? Wow.
Yes, but then apparently he somehow came by it and ended up having to quit claim it to someone else who's trying to figure out what to do to save the land and property. But a contractor they hired pulled apart the roof, stole a significant amount of copper and much of the restaurant equipment from the building and skipped town. so apparently the fire marshal had problems with him over the years. The neighbors did, etc. Also, the place was going into disrepair. But even Mongo wasn't able to save it by one of his traditional blessings, which apparently... one of the traditional blessings that he gives is that if you come in contact with him, he will toss white flour on you.
You hope it's flour. Let's go to this. Apparently he's going to speak on this thing.
It's Mongo!
First, I want to recognize the fact that the greatest hit of all times took place with the Thriller. And if you listen to it closely, you'll hear me in the background. Does that sound familiar? Success is all that I know. As far as the DJ or the oldest disc jockey or whatever he may be at the end of the table. He may be the oldest, but he is by far the worst.
Let me stop it here for a moment. He's from Memphis, so you never know. He may have watched a lot of Sputnik Monroe in 1959. But if he didn't, is it impressive to you when people in the real world come up with their own gimmicks and they're not wrestling fans?
Well, and he sounds a little like Dr. John, the night tripper, doesn't he? Like a little New Orleans vibe going on there. He's got a whole gimmick. And Zambodia, by the way, is 9 light years from Earth, just if anybody's planning a trip.
He did not look the way, or he does not look the way I expected now or then. In the 80s, he just appeared like a drunk frat boy or something wearing like a costume.
Now he looks like a white George Clinton.
Yeah, he's got a weird thing going on. And the neighborhood he lived in this video looked like Lawler's old neighborhood. Like it was a nice neighborhood, and then all of a sudden, and I know because they showed the house on videos for anyone wondering how I would know that, but then they would go to his house and it's just a junkyard. All right, well, this has been the Prince Mongo section. We'll see what more we can find out about a sudden fascination here on the show.